All right, so hi everyone, this is Akash, and let me just turn on the feedback first. Yep, got it. All right, so hi, so welcome to the series of Building Coder. Um, Coder is I'm a bit nervous. I'm sorry. Let me do some stuff first. All right, so hi, so welcome to the series of Building Coder. Um, Coder is I'm a bit nervous. I'm sorry. Let me do some stuff first. All right, so okay, I guess it's running up properly. So, what is Coder? Right. Let me first open up the repository. So, what is Coder? Right. Let me first open up the repository. Okay, so Coder is basically an autonomous open source AI coding agent, just like we can say Cloud Code, but it is totally free, right? We are using Azure AI inference from GitHub models, and we're using models from there. Currently, it's running GPT-4 4.0, I guess, yeah, GPT-4.0, but that's not a proper solution. And in this video, in this live, we're gonna solve that. We will like implement what Cloud Code or OpenAI Codex does, or you can say what OpenCode does, which launched recently, right? So user will basically select their provider and provide their own API key. So I'm thinking about implementing, I don't know, maybe some open source like what's that? I guess it was OpenLM. No, it was not OpenLM. I'm sorry. What was that? What was that? Totally forgot, man. I totally forgot the name. Yeah, Open Router. Right, right, right. So I'm thinking about providing Open Router. So there will be this provider, where oh hi Samiran, hi Samiran, it's great to see you. So basically, I'll provide this open router provider from their user will provide their own API key. Basically, like it's gonna be totally free, right? So they'll go to open router and from there like get the API key. They'll do this get API key, and from there they can choose any model they want, right? So let's go to models. They can choose any model and put that shit and put that API key. So that's what I'm going to implement this live. Beside that, this is the website I made yesterday night. I did a little bit vibe coding and I hope it looks good. It basically covers all the things Coder does. I haven't shared it with everyone else, but I'll share it as soon as possible while maintaining those um, other stuff, metadatas and all. After I maintain them properly, after I create them properly, I'm going to share this website as well. So here there is docs, how to use this. They can like check it out totally. There is this whole thing, docs, basic uses, how you can use, CLI references, configuration, self-hosting, features, blah blah blah. So this repository open source by the way, and you can see there are some pull requests and some issues. I'm gonna check out them, but first let me change this thing. All right, so first thing first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check out the pull requests and merge them, and after that I'm gonna start working on this. So I did this, and yep, I haven't merged this. Yep, it's good. I'm gonna approve the files again. I raised up here, but again I'm approving them. I guess I cannot do that. Yes, I cannot do that. Anyways, so basically things were like this that somebody basically worked with the worked with the system prompt and changed the LLM schema in the form where the LLM in which form the LLM returns output. So like where is it? Where is it? Yep, yep. So as you can see here, so they basically remove this whole thing, this whole schema where there is this explanation, and in this plan there is this action of creating file, updating file, patching any file, deleting file, reading file. Hi. Can you? Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can contribute to this repository. It's open source. You can. Anybody can contribute. So please contribute, right? And it's gonna be a great experience overall. There is this create directory, delete directory, list directory, rename directory. There are this directory functions as well. And there will be this path, which is relative path, of course, because you don't know the user's system configuration or where this coder is running. So there, of course, this will be in relative path. There will be this content. For example, let's say if it's a create file. So what content will be in the file? There will be this content, old content. For in case of patching any files, there is this old content and new content, so that we can basically revert back to this old version. It has this kind of like uh, feature, kind of like git, where you can basically roll back to the previous one. I can show the docs. Yep, like this Coderrr auto commit exec. So basically it commits everything with git safety, and if you want to roll back, simply use Coderrr rollback. It's gonna roll back to the previous one. So in those cases, we need this old content and new content. And if there is, while patching the files, if there is some other like you can say you need to move file from here to there. So in that case, there is this new path. If there is any command involved, there will be this command schema, and lastly there will be this one linear step. I'm going to show you how it exactly works, but let's show you the issues that I faced. Yep, there was this. he removed this whole thing, whole system prompt, and it was totally failing. So I had to, patch everything up, and I pulled this request. So let me just merge it to the main branch, and then we can start working. And this feels so good to see that all the CI tests silent past, man. It just gives you so much motivation to work with. So it's always good to see all the CI tests are passing. Now I'm gonna vibe code this whole thing. Of course, not blindly vibe coding, but I'm not gonna write every code, by hand. I'm gonna use anti-gravity, which I normally use. It has this amazing Claude Opus 4.5 thinking model. And if you use this planning method with this, man, it's gonna give you the best result ever. So I'm gonna use that in the vibe code, but of course, while checking each and every line of code. It's merged. Hopefully it's live as well. And there is this implemented schemas. Letting models from this main app to keep the main file clean. Alright. New feature, non-breaking change additional. Schemas, config, minor. Perfect. It should not break the whole flow. Alright. So let's see all the files we changed. We updated this. There's this config file. Mhm. Main.py doesn't need. Yep, it basically cleans up the whole main.py file, which is really great. And all right, we're gonna merge this. I'm gonna approve this, and let's change the base branch from main to feature branch so I can taste. And if I face some issues, I can always roll back to the original one. And I'm gonna just you know merge this. I'm sorry, where is this merge? Mm-hmm. It's current change, it's incoming change. Okay, let's accept the current change. All right, there is a lot. There's this rate limiting thing. I need to change the current place. Yep. Hopefully it won't break anything. Okay, let's see. Right, so okay, right, let's start working. So I got pull from feature branch. Yeah. All right. So once it's done, I'm gonna change this to start up the backend, and in client side simply npm link will do. But still, first I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna uninstall this thing, even though, and after that I'm gonna just start up this using npm link. Now it's testing time, so I'm gonna go to VS Code, machine learning. All right, this is empty. Good. So what we have to do to run this coder is basically first install it using npm install -g coders dash CLI. So it basically installs Coderrr globally in your system. I already have installed. So after that, simply go with Coderrr, right, with 3 years, and it's going to start up the program. Now I'm going to test. So let me check out one last time. It shouldn't try any. All right. So I'm going to write. Let's say start this one. Okay. 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 We need to install some requirements first, and after that we can start. Oh, my bad. It's not gonna work. My bad. With this one. Identity settings. Alright, so I removed that, but it's alright. I'm gonna just put it. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. All right, so it's starting. Now let's say I want to say make me a simple calculator in HTML, CSS, and vanilla JS. Okay. 119. Let's see. Okay. I guess I merged it wrong. Let's just let's not do this. Still there, right here. Okay. So I have to check this one out. I really need to learn Git way more better. I need to learn Git. It's so bad. It's really bad. My Git is really bad. Shit, yeah. Okay, so it should be 119. No. /chat/chat. Where the fuck is /chat? Here it is. Alright. So, well, I think it would be better that we just pull this and use this one instead of that. Validation technique. This should be simple. I'm gonna come back to it later, right? But right now in live, I have to like, do my job as well. I have to implement those features I talked about, and that's why I cannot work on this. Hi Thorfinn, I'm basically building, um, you can say, an open source version of Cloud Code. It's free as well. It's called Coderrr. Let me show you, but let me just, right. So this is an open source version of, you can say, Cloud Code or OpenAI Codex. How it works, I'm going to show you a video recording because right now it's broken and I'm just fixing that. So let me show you how it works first. All right, so as you can see, it's in your terminal and you give it some prompt. For example, make me a handwritten classifier. So it's going to process the request, and after that, first thing first, it's going to create an to-do list. After that, it's going to create an execution plan, and every time it needs to execute some terminal command, it's going to ask for your permission so it doesn't run any commands, for example removing some directory and all automatically. So that's why it's going to take your permission, and after that it's going to run tests to ensure all the code is properly finished and there is no bug or any vulnerabilities. And once it's done, it's gonna just simply, let me show you. Yep, so the testing is completed, and after that it shows the test accuracy as well. Everything is done, and lastly it tests the thing. So Coderrr is your friendly neighborhood open source coding agent in terminal coding agent. All right, so I'd like that if you guys it's all right, man. It's all right. It happens. It happens. Like even I'm in my first or second year, I built a lot of APIs, right? So it's gonna all right. It To be honest, it's an API as well. Let me show you. So there's this two part over here. There's this basic API call, in which I'm working right now. As you can see, it's using Fast API to basically interact with an LLM. And from client end, what we're doing is we're sending that request to the LLM that, hey, I want to build this. And then you can see your coder and AI coding assistant, you must respond with only a valid JSON object. And here is a schema that I follow. There will be an explanation of what that, what the output will be. And there will be this plan. And in the first action, this action type is basically valid action types are like create file, update file, patch file, delete file, run command, then create directory, etc. So here basically we, put a lot of operations, creating and updating files and all. So we do that. There is this run command as well. So it can execute shell commands. After that, there is this path, file path is if applicable. Of course, it is applicable because you have to like put a relative path over here. Then there is this content. If this is a create file or any patch file, action. So there has to be some kind of content to update or creating the file. Then there is this shell command part, and after that, a brief summary of the steps. So basically, the LLM follows this JSON schema, and in client end, in terminal end, I just fetch all these schemas, and I basically execute all of them, and that's basically in this agent.js file. It executes all those schemas. So it's basically hitting an API, getting the result, and implementing that. I'm in third year. Um, I'm sorry. What year are you? And which LM? So right now I'm using, I guess GPT-5. Yep. Right now I'm using GPT-5 from just hey, don't use this. Don't use this. Okay. Don't. You haven't seen this. Okay. I'm using model endpoint now. So that's how it works. And hi Rohit. Hi Rohit. Please help me out fix this merge error that I faced. Basically copy and pasting things right now. All right, so let's start this out again. Let's see if it works. All right, same issue. Okay, I guess the issue is with this one. I don't know. It was working fine, man. It was, oh, same here, I guess. Sorry, what's the issue? Where's the issue? I guess. Yep, fucked up once again. Let me just copy and paste. I'm just gonna copy and paste. That's the simplest way I can do this. Yep, got it. It's really odd. It should be here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I totally regret, merging that. I totally regret it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's pray that it works. Let's pray, and that's all I can do right now. Hopefully, it will work. Now, right now it's running locally, so I think that's the reason why it's taking a lot of time while hitting that API endpoint. But hopefully, it will be way more faster in production. Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed. While it does, I gotta check out some stuff. And I'm hey, I'm doing this. I'm sharing this coder in this chat. Please go check it out. All right. Sorry. How does it do? How do you do it? Yes. Oh, love. Yep. Send the link. You guys can check it out. It's still thinking, and let's hope it works. Oh, it worked. So as you can see, after prompt, I give a prompt. So it basically scans the whole directory first, right? So it basically checks if there is an existing repository or any existing code in there. So if there is existing code, it basically reuses those files. But if there is not any existing files, so there is this plan. I'll create a simple responsive calculator, blah blah blah. So it creates a to-do list first. So at first it will create a main HTML structure, then styling, then calculator logic, and lastly open the calculator in web browser. Now I'm pretty sure that this last command won't work. I don't know. I haven't tried this command in my entire life, so let's see. And while executing the plans, there is this, see, it first created the HTML file, then created the style.css, then the script.js, and lastly, I'm just gonna accept it. It worked, man. Damn, it worked. Let's see. All right, so let's see what happens. And last but not the least, I gotta check this thing. Cannot divide by. Cool, cool, cool. Which LLM model? So look, there are two LLM models right now. So in my .env, there is this GPT-5 that's running, and if GPT-5 fails, there is this failsafe model 5 for reasoning I'm using, and both are from GitHub. So you guys can go to GitHub. I guess my network is slow. Yeah, go to this tree bar, go to marketplace, and from there go to models and catalog. So they give you a lot of free models. So let's say you go to five for reasoning, right? You use this model and you can say use any language and any SDK. Right now it supports, as it's five for reasoning, it only supports Microsoft Foundry Inference SDK, but I haven't tried it out. But I guess for OpenAI or other stuff, other models that are from OpenAI family, they support the OpenAI SDK as well. So first you have to create an personal access token. So basically what you do is, let me show you that as well. You go over here, go to GitHub, click on your badge, click on your avatar, go to the settings, not profile settings, but the actual settings, and you come down over here. You go to this developer settings, and from there you can go to this personal access token, the PAT tokens. I normally use the classic tokens, not the fine grained ones. And from there you can generate a new token, classic one. And I normally set no expiration dates, so it's really easy to use, and I can use it anytime I want. So that's how you get an personal access token. Once you get that, you can simply put that on on the where is it? On .env file as GitHub token or whatever you like, and you can simply run this code. It gives you GitHub literally gives you LLM, to be honest. You can say premium LLMs for free, so you can use them for your projects and all. So it works really well. I can see that it agent work properly. So what I'm gonna do is, if it works, I'm gonna simply push it to the feature branch. And once that's done, let's come. I'm gonna compare and open a pull request to my dev branch for the development hosting deployment. I got open a build level for ECWOC. That's basically Elite Coder suite of winter of codes. So I'm using that. This project is submitted there, so I have to put that badge. It's completed. Honestly, it's not completed. I have a lot of features in mind. Like right now, what it does, it has this fixed model endpoint. So in this live that I was originally supposed to do is basically implement a feature where the user can, configure their own LLMs. Like they can put, let's say, open router as a provider and provide an open router API key, and they can choose any LLM from there. So I'm gonna make it just like Claude Code, but way more. It will be totally free, and it will be easier to use. Right now, of course, Claude Code is like totally it's totally on a different level. It thinks different, it works different. I can never achieve that working alone, but I'm going to do as much as I can to reach that point. So yep, it's done. Let me just check out something at the book. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, sure, of course, man. Basically, I started this project a long ago. I don't know when it was. My first commit will be probably, let's see, my first commit was a lot ago. Yeah, October 30. I started this on last year October, and this year, like probably last week, I found out a tool called Open Code, I guess. Open Code.ai. Yep. So it's basically the same thing. They have built the same thing, right? It's literally the same thing. As you can see over here, it has a better UI and it has a better system that works. But it's basically the same thing. It has this integrated MCP and all that I will of course implement as well. This is a great thing. Um, Point is, if I was fast enough, I could launch this and probably I'd launch before open code, but कोई ना होता है for yeah, yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool. Of course, go ahead. Build it. Build it better, of course. Don't just copy. Build it better. So just thinking. Pydantic settings. Okay. I have no idea why it's not working. Do you stream daily? I don't. I am starting today. Probably it won't be daily, but I try to keep up as much as possible. I'll start streaming whenever I work on Coder. Uh, let's bring a good habit to life. I'm just trying to do some good thing. Okay. Even though there is some issues with CI testing, it doesn't matter that the code was wrong because we tested. It's all good. I'm gonna merge it to the dev branch. All right. And after that, I'm just simply push it to the main branch from dev. It's cold out here, man. It's cold, pretty cold. It's gonna fail as well, pretty sure. So, yeah, that's the issue. I'll fix it later. Just gotta put it on to do. Let me add this to my to do and solve it. All right, let's merge this and let's go. All the pull request has been merged. I have to do one last thing. I have to check out these issues if I need to, communicate with anyone. All right, no update over here, and this should be resolved. this is resolved. So I gotta close this issue. And this was another one. I just did this. Yes. Alright, so it's done as well. Repository structure has worked. No, okay, let's assign. First, let's assign and commit. Alright, cool. Right now, I can finally work on the feature I was thinking about. Alright, so this will, can you add context, like in cloud you can specify the file in which you want to change. So yeah, basically, um, I what you can do is you kind of, I guess you can mention the file that you can do in anti-gravity or any AI code editor as well. But here, all you have to do is, just mention that, hey, change in, let's say, in index.html file, or let's say, hey, change in app.py file, and it's gonna find that file, and it's gonna edit that file. Okay, so that's how it works. All right, so let's start doing that. So, right. So right now, so basically right now has I cannot change that. All client is provider usually a reference which it hosts my own API key. I want to change the system to the following. Like, I vibe coded it, but I had to work manually as well. This whole thing is vibe coded, but you can say it's not like I vibe coded and pasted everything without looking at it. I test every feature, like I take a look at the code. But why write code manually when you can just use this Claude Opus 4.5, the greatest model ever discovered? I have this. Why won't I use it? After selection, user will have to provide the API key for the provider. This So I want to do this. So user will type coder config, therefore else, which will directly lead to provider selection, API key selection from their model selection. Now, along with let's say OpenAI and Claude, also implement free providers like Open Router or Olam. Let's see what happens. Let's check it out. Hopefully it's gonna work because I honestly haven't used Claude Code in my life. I'm not that rich, but um, I have seen someone using Claude Code, and I guess this was the basic flow where basically it asks for the API key and the model. And now, as this is an universal agent, I have to provide the providers as well, the model providers. So um, let's see. First, user will select the provider, and then the API key, and then the model. So it should work that way, I guess. Like I can implement this agent swarms as well. The work is never done, Tarfin. The work is never done. I have to find new works and implement them. So exactly that's how I do this. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. All right, good. I guess my camera is a bit too much, too large. Make it small. Hope it works. Paid for the domain. I actually paid for the aksn.lol domain. It's my portfolio site. You can open it. And for this Coderrr version, I just simply added a subdomain to this original akasn.lol. You can check out my portfolio as well. It's simple, it's nothing fancy, but you know, it's pretty simple. I gotta update this one. Like this dot lol took me around 140 INR for a year, so it was pretty cheap considering everything. But also you can get from free domains from GitHub Student Pack. It gives you .me, .take, .dev domains, and there are other domains as well like .studio and all. So it gives you a lot of domains for free. You can check out that as well. Let's see what happens. Yep, looks solid. Should work. Just need to somehow get an efficient way to basically update this JSON, this provider's JSON. Somehow I have to figure out some way, efficient way, not just come in this file and manually change it. I gotta work something else. So to test this, I'm gonna be needing a simple open router API key. Okay, this was a lot. I think. I think it will be best if I just sign out and sign in with my GitHub. Yep, it's a lot. I'm gonna save it again. It's really cool. Anyways, the thing I was doing was I need to come here. अब भैया ENV रिवील करेंगे तो मेरा कोई इशू नहीं है, मैं कर मैं चेंज कर लूँगा। क्या ही है, देख लो क्या ही है यहाँ पे, कुछ नहीं है। कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा होता है कि आप थोड़ा पैसा दे दीजिए मुझे, तो यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं। शुभदीप टेप, थोड़ा पैसा मिल जाता तो अच्छा होता भैया। बेगिंग फॉर क्रेडिट्स। आप पैसा भी नहीं तो मुझे आप क्रेडिट्स दे। Let's go from here, I guess. Better. I'm gonna be needing a lot. I guess this one. I forgot my password. Okay, I'm not gonna do this right here. Okay, I'm not gonna show you by email and all, but I will do that later. And in next live, of course, I'm gonna test this out. So right now, let's just implement it and end this live here. It's already been late, quite late, and let's check this out if it works. Is there any other way to implement the models? For example, for the providers, like here in Open Router, it just gives the free models. But let's say I'm the developer, I'd like to use GPT-5 from Open Router. But I guess to use GPT-5 from Open Router, you need OpenAI API. I guess because I think I tried that out. Let me see. Yeah. All right. I can give it. And yeah, I can simply use Open Router API key. Open Router SDK. Right. So cool. I can simply use this one. This will be way easier for Open Router. Let's say this is Open Router. It uses this one, but I could use the Open Router SDK. I'm gonna copy this thing and let's wait till it's the first one ends, and then I can start the. I can do this one. It's pretty cool to be honest. To actually build something that has some that can get some attraction, and it's really interesting to face issues and trying to solve them. Now, of course, vibe coding is like having the base tool in your hand, right? So if you can actually use it the way you were supposed to do, it's the best thing you can do. And even though people will tell, hey, don't vibe code and all, I say that learn coding first, and after that, then use vibe coding, then do vibe coding. So basically, you'll have the knowledge. It's like, um, operating a machine. For example, let's say operating a calculator. So you don't need manually doing the stuff, but it's when you use that to basically do your work, it just boosts your productivity a lot. So yeah, it's all good. I see. Just gonna implement this and then test it out once. I'm gonna launch the website in a few days once I have created all the assets, digital assets and all. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't check. Never mind. Fuck yeah, I didn't check. Anyways, leave it. So it's done, and apparently it should be completed. Yes, in PM. I did enter in PM. I'm pretty sure. So let's try this out. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's say I'm gonna go with OpenAI. I can enter. Cool. It's cool. It's cool, and it should still work well. Um, and if it works, it should work. And once it's done, I have to somehow manage it. I have to figure out a way to basically reduce the latency, because once you give an input, it takes a lot of time to actually communicate with the LLM and get the actual response, which wasn't taking so long when I was using GPT-5. But once I shifted to 5 for reasoning, it takes a lot of time to actually give the response. So I gotta work on that as well. Let me just write that down as well. Just yeah, sure, man. Sure, Thorfinn. Thanks for joining. Bye. Have a great day. I'm gonna end the live as well in a few minutes once the testing is done. So have a great day. Yeah. I honestly have no idea why is it taking so long. Like, is there something? Ah, this is the issue. I see. I see. That was the issue. They should did it. And should do this. It should be done. It should be done. Let's just save it. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully it's gonna work. Cool, 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 cool. Correct. It worked. It worked. Cool. So if I check it out, the folder is totally empty. So yeah, it's working. Let me check one more thing. What if I just use config? No, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. All right. So let me fix the this issue here. Identity settings issue. Somehow I have to fix this one. It shouldn't be here though, this issue, because it was working great. I don't know what changed. Alright, so if it is fixed, then I can simply push it to feature branch. Well, so let's come over here. Let's check this out if it works. Because if it does, the CI pipeline, if it you know runs the test smoothly, it's gonna be a banger. I'm pretty sure. There's an enhancement. Nope, not from there. There's an enhancement. Multi-provider backend architecture, exactly. So everything looks good. Create pull request. Oh shit, 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 shit. I just changed it. Alright, it should do the issue. Yeah, failed there. No issue, I'm gonna merge it to the dev branch, and once it's done, I'm gonna go up here and go to dev branch, and from there I can change this thing. So I'm gonna open a pull request to the main. It should do the job though. It should do the job. Let's see if the tests run properly. Let's see. The CI tests the main problem. Let's see. Hopefully it's gonna work out. Alright, cool. So it worked out properly. Cool, cool, cool. All tests has passed, all checks has been passed, so I'm gonna merge to main. And it's merged, so it should work properly. This is, I guess, the post-merge verification and the versal deployment. Let me check this one real quick. Cool. It's done. And about the version, the deployment is complete as well. Cool. So yeah, that was it. I'm gonna update the website. I'm gonna update the docs for this, like if you're in users and all. I'm gonna update the docs as well pretty soon. So I think it's time. I'm gonna end this live. So guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for giving me this company while I build this. And pretty soon uh, I'm gonna live game. I'm gonna start another live, and I'd really love if you guys join again. So thank you for joining, and see you soon. Thank you.